It's day number
22!
22!
Christmas!
It
looks like a duck.
Quack.
Oh, yeah, because we had Daisy way up here.
Yep. Where are
Now
they?
we need...
Sombrero Donald! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! We saw him today! Oh my gosh, it's Sombrero Donald! Yes! Oh my gosh! My turn! Day number 22!
22!
Maybe it's a robot that's right there on top of that.
That'd be funny. It'll be a little disappointing at the same time.
Oh no, there goes the lantern! It's fallen over. It is the robot.
You're kidding.
Nope, it's the robot.
God.
That is fantastic. There we go. There's my robot with his battery. I'm a little
Wow,
sad.
that's a lot of extra parts.
A little sad he doesn't
Aw.
have like a face on him.
He's still cute.
So today we are over at Epcot to check out all the holiday offerings that they have. We're hoping that they'll still be out because it is a rainy day.
Yeah.
But it's not like
Our umbrellas.
yeah, it's not like full out rain though. It's more like a drizzle. So we're hoping we'll be able to catch everything. So the first country we come to in World Showcase is Mexico. And the Christmas celebration in Mexico is Feliz Navidad. Holiday decorations play an important role in La Navidad. Families display beautifully carved nacimientos or nativity scenes in their homes. Floral decorations feature the poinsettia, also known as La Flor de Noche Buena, or the Christmas Eve flower. Legend tells of an angel who advised a young girl to offer garden weeds as gifts in Jesus' name. These bloomed into the gorgeous red blossoms that we call poinsettias today.
My name is Sigrid, and I am very excited today to tell you about Christmas in Norway. God jul! But on our farms, many families like mine still celebrate the tradition of the two Christmas nissen. There's Julenissen, who visits our home on Christmas Eve to bring gifts for the children. And then there's Fjusnissen, who lives in the haylofts of our barns. It is said that this Nissa, the barn Santa, is one of many wonderful yet strange little elves who are the guardians of our farm animals and welfare. And it is said that, especially at Christmas time, our family should treat this Nissa with respect, for if we don't, he has been known to cause a bit of mischief in one way or another, but I have lived on a farm my entire life. And in all my Christmases, I have never seen this Nissa, so I'll just talk about this barn Santa. It's neither here nor there, for we all know that these mischief makers do not exist, except in stories and fairy tales. So I'll just talk about this barn Santa. It's neither here nor there, for we all know that these mischief makers do not exist.
Unless they do exist and are therefore very clever and mischievous indeed. Secret here doesn't see me because she doesn't believe that I exist. Even when I do this, watch. Boop, boop. She doesn't, Say, you won't mind if I took the liberty of using a little magic and a little mischief to help Secret with her story this year. And who knows, maybe this year she just might believe. We like to celebrate with a party. Oh, we like the party. We like the party. We like the boop.
Woohoo! Our biggest celebration day is on Christmas Eve, woo! In the middle of the day.
Party!
At just about 12 o'clock or so, everything closes up early. The bells ring in the chapel, and the bells ring in the chapel, and so on the farm, the farmer may go out to the barn to give the animals an extra big helping of the finest oats and barley.
She's right. Friends, imagine it's Christmas Eve on the farm. Hi-dee, howdy, toot-a-lot-a-loo. The farmer brings the goodies for the animals, go-yule. And he says, eat well, little piggies. Secret, what do Norwegian piggies say?
Nuff, nuff.
Do it again.
Nuff, nuff.
Norwegian pigs are really cute. They say nuff, nuff.
You'll never guess what the barn Santa likes to eat. Come on, guess. No. Oh, yeah. A rice porridge and a stein of ale. How did you? Never mind. Back to Christmas Eve, when all of the Norwegian families begin their celebrations. It's lights out. Shh. And the entire house is illuminated by only the soft glow of candlelight. So, the rest of the night is spent exchanging gifts and singing Christmas carols around the Christmas tree till very late at night. That is all on Christmas Eve. But even though they open up their presents on Christmas Eve, the kids still wake up early on Christmas Day. Some people attend church services, but the rest of the day is spent at home quietly with the family. But we are not done yet, because the next day, the day after Christmas, December 26th, is our second Christmas Day. Yay! This is a day for parties and visiting friends and ringing bells, but don't even think about it!
Poor Secret. Well, she's almost at the end of her story and she still doesn't see me.
Well, all right, now you know about the holidays on Norris Farms, and I am sorry to burst your bubble about the hot dog thing, but he does not exist.
Secret, they're over here.
Not now. Oh. It's you.
It's me.
So in some of the countries for the Festival of Holidays, there are things that happen all year round. And I'm still going to show you guys the scrolls in the area so that you can read those stories. But some of those locations, like Mexico, have the mariachi band all year around. So we'll let you know when that happens. You can see that right now we're standing in China. China's is also something that happens all year round, which is the dancers. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and show you that scroll.
So with the mariachi band, the only difference is they played a couple holiday songs at the end, right?
Right.
So I wonder what the dancers are gonna do. Maybe they dance to a holiday song.
Maybe.
So we'll see.
One of the things we are going to show you that is all year round is we're going to try and catch the Voices of Liberty, only because they're amazing. And you can also catch them in candlelight processional if you've seen our recent videos. But they do Christmas music too. Mm-hmm. So we'll go ahead and show you the scroll for China.
So throughout China, the holiday season accumulates in the celebration of the Chinese New Year with loud firecrackers, dances, music, and feasts. Also known as the Lunar New Year, the celebration is tied to the Chinese lunar calendar and takes place at the end of the 12th lunar month, signaling the start of a new 12-month cycle. So this goes on to talk about the lion dance, the origin of that. And the lion dance comes to an end as the lion unfurls a blessing for the new year. Happy New Year! So this one's more about the Chinese New Year than like Christmas, but it's still cool.
So it looks like this particular scroll talks about a lot for Germany. It talks about the Nutcracker and the trimming of the tree. It talks about a minister known as Martin Luther, who put candles on his tree, inspired by the snow that glistened on the fir trees outside. And then it says that Germany also celebrates what we celebrate each year, is the Advent calendars.
We've become well acquainted with Advent calendars.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, it talks about the Christmas market and how families go to the streets to shop. And there's music and there's dancing.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to our Weihnachtsmarkt, our Christmas market here in Germany. We're Durch from Germany, bringing you our own pop and rock songs. Just this first one, that's our version of a Christmas carol. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, your leaves are so changing. Green when the summer's here, but also well, it's cold in June. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, your leaves are so unchanging. And in German, oh, Tannenbaum, wie treu sind deine Blätter. Sommerzeit, nein, auf dem Bett, klar, wenn es schneit. Oh, Tannenbaum, toll sind deine Blätter.
And I am a witch! But I am a good witch, see? My name, La Befana, means gift giver. I am the gift giver in my country, in Italia. So, if you have been good little girl, good little boy, I bring to you gifts and goodies and sweets. But if you have been maybe not so good, what do you think I bring to you then? Sticks? No, this is a good idea though, I remember. I bring you coal. I visit on January the 5th, the eve of the Epiphany. For 2,000 years, I am searching for the Gesù Bambino, the Christ child. And on the eve of the Epiphany, that day when the wise men arrive in the Bethlehem, I climb down the chimney and I look into the faces of the Bambino and I say, what if it is you, What if you are the Christ child? And you know, when they are sleeping, you think it could be so. And just in case I have, look into the face of the Gesù Bambino himself. I leave a gift for every child.
So over here in the American Pavilion, their scroll here talks about the different traditions here in America. So like families gathering, decorating their homes, baking cookies, my favorite, decorating the Christmas tree, watching different Christmas films. So it's talking about how people celebrate here in America. Children loving hear stories about Santa and Mrs. Claus and the elves, how they hang their stockings by the fireplace, leave cookies and milk for Santa. Growing up, we left carrots for the reindeer too.
We left hay. That's what we left.
And then finally, Christmas dinner with the family. What different people eat for their Christmas dinner. Delicious pies.
And then peace on earth and goodwill to all.
The voices of liberty. Angels sing. Glory to the newborn King.
Is a traditional Japanese New Year which lasts from January 4th through January 7th. And today I appear before you as a humble street vendor, but what I sell is a very important part of Oshogatsu. And here it is. It's called a Daruma dog. He's rather handsome, don't you think? Right? Daruma is like a good luck charm. As you can see, Daruma has no pupils in his eyes. The custom among Japanese is to make a wish and paint in the left eye. Then, when your wish comes true, you must paint in the other eye. But what if your wish doesn't come true by the end of the year? Well, you can always try again next year because I got lots of darumas to sell. Irashai, irashai. I have mini daruma, cute, kawaii darumas, and big darumas. Darumas for sale, darumas for sale. Come gather around, darumas for sale. Irashai. Now, the legend of the Dharma dates back to the 6th century. a Buddhist monk named Dharma Taishi began a lifelong journey to spread the teachings of Buddha. His journey was difficult, and oftentimes the road that he traveled was plagued with robbers. Dharma said, "My disciples, I believe that if the body is in poor health, then the spirit will also be weak. So let's develop a system of exercise to keep the body and mind healthy, as well as a means to deal with robbers who often prey on monks." Yeah. So this unique style of exercise and defense later went to Japan and became known as os. Yeah. Karate. And years later, Dharma went to a temple at the top of a great mountain, where he meditated for 9 years. Imagine remaining motionless for 9 years. Many of us cannot stay still for 9 minutes, right? The legend goes on to say that Dharma lost the use of his limbs after remaining motionless for so long, and this is why the Dharma is without arms and legs. Dharma is a symbolic reminder for people of Japan of patience and persistence through the ups and downs of life.
Je suis le Père Noël. In France, if a child writes a letter to me, Père Noël, and puts a return address on the envelope, the French government pays the postage on my reply. I would like to share with you one of my favorite. It comes to me from a lovely little girl named Babette. Dear Père Noël, even though my brother Francois says Christmas is for babies, he does not believe in Christmas. He does not believe in Père Noël. With Christmas still several days away, Uncle Louis secretly decorated the tree, and Francois helped Babette to set up the nativity scene, one of the most important symbols of Christmas to the French, even though it was invented by an Italian. Well, where Babette comes from in Provence, the statues one makes for the nativity also include people from your village. The baker, the priest, little figures made out of clay called Sainton. That means little saints. And Babette's wish for Christmas last year was that she would get yet another Sainton. When the children go to the tree, they discover an amazing thing. Not one, but 3 Saintons. 2 more even than my little friend had wished. Only one is carved to look like her Uncle Louis. Another looks just like her brother, Doubting Francois. And another looks just like sweet little Babette herself. She concludes her letter. So you can see, I think Christmas is a very magical day. All I wish is a Christmas tree, Sainton, and you, Père Noël. Love, Babette.
So it looks like the different regions of Canada celebrate just a little different.
And if you look on here, it's talking about bell snicklers. It says they sneak into homes of naughty children. To me, it sounds more like Canada should be celebrating Krampus, right?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Elf on a Shelf. That one does.
This one down here, it says the Inuit children look forward to the mask-wearing Nulagyuks.
However you say that.
And it also says these particular mask-wearing people insist the children sing for them so that they can receive gifts and candy in return.
It's a little funny that they look forward to something frightening coming into their home.
I know, right?
In Morocco, it seems like every season has a different harvest, which has a different festival for it. So December is the Olive Festival. And then New Year's has the Almond Festival when the almond blossoms fall. And then the Date Festival follows that. And then as the seasons change, friends and family come together to celebrate different religious holidays and traditions, including Ramadan.
Which is 30 days of prayer and fasting from dusk to dawn.
A lot of people think that Hanukkah is a very serious and somber, holy holiday, and that's not completely true. In fact, Hanukkah is the only Jewish holiday not even mentioned in the Torah, our holy book. Hanukkah is actually a joyous holiday, celebrating a victory and a miracle. Now, it all began in 166 BCE. A small band of Jews called the Maccabees defeated the large and powerful Assyrian army, driving them out of Jerusalem and reclaiming the Holy Temple. After the battle, the Maccabees rededicated the temple and relit the eternal candle that is required to burn in synagogues at all times. They only found enough oil to light the candle for one day, yet, by a miracle, the candle burned bright for 8 days, long enough for a messenger to return with more oil. This is why we now celebrate 8 days of Hanukkah. During the 8 days and nights of Hanukkah, families gather together. We eat. We sing songs. We eat. We exchange presents. Oh, by the way, did I mention? Yeah, we eat. In Argentina, many Jews speak in a Judeo-Spanish language called Ladino. And there's an old Ladino song that Argentinians sing to celebrate Hanukkah. It's called Ocho Candelicas, which in English translates to 8 little candles. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Beautiful Hanukkah is here, 8 candles for me. Beautiful Hanukkah is here, 8 candles for me. Oh, 1 little candle, 2 little candles, 3 little candles, 4 little candles, 5 little candles, 6 little candles, 7 little candles, 8 candles for me.
I am Father Christmas, and I welcome you all to the United Kingdom. Now, Christmas Carol that I was just singing, like so many Christmas traditions, actually originated right here in the United Kingdom. You know, it reminds me of a picture print from Currier and Ives, or better yet, a scene from a Christmas card. Oh, now there's a tradition that really caught on, but I say, did you all know the very first Christmas card was sent in England back in 1843? That single card caught the attention of an English gift book company, and they had 1,000 lithograph copies made, which they sold for £1 a piece, and the rest, as they say, is history. For the hanging of the mistletoe is indeed one of our oldest and, I dare say, most popular Christmas traditions. It dates back to the ancient days of the Druids, when they would celebrate the winter solstice. And every time that a kiss was claimed underneath the bough, the young man would pluck off a berry until there were no more berries left. So, my friends, this holiday season, here's wishing you all a mistletoe bough with many berries indeed. There are so many wonderful holiday customs and traditions that come from the countries of the United Kingdom. Here's wishing you all a hallowed and a gracious Christmas.
So, today we did the Festival of Holidays, but it was really drizzly, like we said in the beginning of the video. So some of the stuff we had to wait longer for. The schedule was very convoluted, wasn't it? Like there was stuff like on top of each other. It was. It was a $5 word. Somebody give me $5. Where's my dollars? So the schedule kind of sat on top of each other. And so that we legitimately ran from one part of the park to the other part of the park. Yep. so that we could get it all for you. However, the things that we did miss, because it was raining, the mariachi, we missed them. But it is something that happens all year long. They just add Christmas music, just like the Voices of Liberty. And then we also did not see the Chinese performers.
Yeah. I've
Which-
seen pictures of, I think they have a dragon that they used during the performance for the holidays, so we missed that.
Yep, but we did read the scroll for you, so you got to see the scroll. But those are the only two things we missed out of the entire festival.
I think so, yeah.
Because you already saw that we did candlelight. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I think my favorite was Père Noël. He really was my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
And we actually saw him twice, because he was so great to see. What about you? What was your favorite?
I like the lady in Japan with her little bell. She was cute.
Oh. I also really liked Norway's Barn Santa, but it was really weird because when they put it on the My Disney Experience app, they put such a creepy photo of him. He's like sideways looking like this, and he's looking... He's like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have to go look at that. I didn't see that.
He looks really weird, but it was such a funny and great story. So I hope you guys enjoy all of the Christmas holidays, and
Sorry.
yeah, that's the end of our day. It was.
I was really trying to hold that in.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
But it does mean it's time to
Watch out for free range grandmas.
bye, guys.